So, welcome back. It's your boy Stat Maintain. And what fragrances are we going to talk about today? Actually, that's a giveaway because I'm probably going to put the name of the fragrances in the title. So, you probably already know what we're here to discuss. But without much further ado, let me introduce you to two fragrances, not one, but two. We're doing a two-in-one video today. And we're going to start off with my absolute favorite from the house of StrangeLove NYC. And this here is Melt My Heart. Where do I start with this one? So, as most of you are aware, I am a huge iris lover. Anything with iris, me there. And you know it there. So, this one here, when I heard chocolate, iris, I was like, yeah, sign me up. One of my best and most favorite chocolate iris scents that I've discovered is Roja TMO, which you could probably see behind me there. Gorgeous. This one's a complete different take on chocolate and iris because this encompasses the note of oud and real oud, as a matter of fact. It makes this one, it gives this one an animalic tinge, like a bit more aggressive, masculine edge. This is, But anyway, let's talk about, and by the way, apparently the cap is made from real gold, hence the extraordinary price tag on these fragrances. So this is a 100 ml bottle. And you know what? Let me just do a side by side. So this is 100 ml and this is 50 ml. See the differences? Cool. Anyway, we'll talk about that one shortly. This 100 ml, I think retail, now this is where it gets tricky. So retail was somewhere around the £800 mark. Yeah. Do your conversion rates if you need dollars or euros or whatever, but in pounds it was about £800. Now, quick little story. I initially discovered this in the beginning of 2024. So beginning of last year, I was on a trip in Amsterdam. Yeah, Amsterdam. Cool. No, was it Amsterdam? Yeah, it was Amsterdam. And there was a perfume shop I found there, just some, can't remember the name, whatever. Had a lot of niche perfumes. And I discovered this brand. And I was like, oh. And I think it was my missus that actually pointed this one out. She was like, oh, Melt My Heart. The guy said it had chocolate. The guy that worked there said it had chocolate in it. So, you know me, instantly. Any fragrance that I hear gourmand notes, I'm like, yeah, cool. Let me smell that. So my missus was like, oh, see what this is like. I took off the cap. I did once. I didn't even spray it on my skin. I smelled it like this from the atomizer. I said, add that to the cart. My friend, take my wallet and just swipe that card. Cool. Now this was before I found out the price, yeah. So I got all gas thinking, yeah, I need it. It's lovely. Oh, rare. Asked the worker, let me get a bottle of that, please. Like, he was like, are you sure? I said, yes, I'm sure. I said, what size does it come in? He goes, 50, 100 and 15 ml, something like that. So I said, okay, cool. Let me get the big one because that smells gorgeous. When he hit me with the price, I was like, how much would that be? Now, bearing in mind, it was in Amsterdam, so it was euros. So he was like, something like 1,100 or something like that. I was like, what? I was like, come again? I was like, no. I said, I thought you made a mistake. I said, no. This bottle, like, the Melt My Heart. He goes, yes, it's 1,100. I looked at my missus like, yeah, I'm going to have to get back to you on that one, boss. So anyway, very expensive. However, I added it to my Fragrantica wish list and I said, at some point in life, I will get it. Cool. Fast forward, 3-4 weeks later, I'm back at home in the UK and there's a post that comes up on social media saying, oh, TK Maxx are selling this brand at a heavily discounted price. Listen, you know, I had to go on that website ASAP. Anyway, went on the website. I see it there for what? How much was it? £230. From 800, give or take, to £230. Do I even need to say more? Anyway, here's the fragrance. Melt My Heart. Now, oh my, I'm not going to spray this because this is ludicrously strong. And that's a running theme I've found with this house. literally every fragrance that I've come across from this house all have beast mode performance. Anyway, and even though they're eau de parfum, maybe it's because they use real oud. So maybe that helps them to project and stay much longer on skin and on clothes. Now this one, chocolate iris oud. Now, obviously there's other notes in there, but those are the three key players, three key components in this fragrance. Oh my god! Now the cacao is very dusty. It's not like chocolate like your, foodie gourmands like Giuseppe Parfums, Le Gourmand, Nutella, chocolate, and toast. No, it's not. It's not that. This is a very dusty, powdery cacao. Very dusty cacao note. Oh my god, this is lovely. Anyway, the iris. Oh, the iris is very. It's very. It's not lipsticky. It's very sort of vintage. Like if you could imagine, Marilyn Monroe era. Yeah, she's all dressed up, going now, about to perform. She's got her red lipstick on, red heels, red dress, and she's wearing a very irisy makeup. Not makeup, but very powdery, but sexy and vintage sort of smell. That's the kind of iris you get in this. When you mix that with that dusty cacao note, Lord have mercy, this is, but I will say, not everyone's going to like this. You have to kind of like vintage leaning smells and gourmands that are not sugar gourmands. This is a different take on gourmand. Like I said, it's very mature, very unique for a gourmand fragrance. Don't think, oh, chocolate, yeah, milk chocolate. Nah, it's more like a dusty cacao. But this is gorgeous. And the oud is not pungent. Now, from what I recall, when you first spray this for about the first 3 to 5 minutes, you do get a tinge of that oud. It's not barnyardy and it's not skanky, but it is there. So if you're someone that's completely new to ouds, especially real oud, then you might find the opening a tad bit challenging. However, once that subsides, oh, Lord have mercy. This is date night. Not forget date night. This is going out somewhere, dressy occasion. And when I mean this performs like a motherfucking champ. Yeah? No matter what fragrance anyone else is wearing around you, this will protrude all over theirs. Like this is, and if you get this on clothing, it's a wrap. It's an absolute wrap. This is just, as you can see, I've made a dent in my bottle. This is 100 ml. I've made a dent, but I'm slowing down because I need this to last for life. Anyway, that's Melt My Heart. Then we move on to Lost in Flowers. So this is my second favorite from the house. Also, on a side note, Silence the Sea, I think it's called, is the worst fragrance I've ever smelled in my life. Ever. And trust me, I've smelled well over 1,000. I've smelled stupid amount of fragrances, yeah? Silence the Sea is the worst fragrance I have ever encountered. That smells like rotten fish. Who in their right mind is going to pay £800 to smell like rotten fish? You're mad. I don't care. I don't care if people say, oh, smell is subjective. No, there's not a human being on this planet that can turn around, look me in my eye and say, it smells good. If you think it smells good, you need to go and see a psychiatrist. Anyway, Lost in Flowers. So this is a very white floor. Now, this one, when you first spray this, the initial opening is a bit medicinal. So the first time I sprayed this on skin, now when I smelled it from the outside, I was like, oh, that's a lovely white floral tiara flower kind of smell. However, when I applied it on skin the first time, I got this like medicinal vibe, and it reminded me of a medicine I used to take as a child called cod liver oil. Anyway, yeah, I don't know what the note is to give off that smell, but it is there. Anyway, within like 10 minutes or so, that subsides, and what you're left with is a lightly sweetened white floral and somewhat woody nuance. Yeah, this is gorgeous. Now, as it dries down, it does slowly start to resemble Oud Drawn Intense from Fragrance de Bois. However, this is not a dupe. And neither are a dupe for the other one. But in the dry down, it does smell in the same vein as Oud Drawn Intense by Fragrance de Bois. But this, once again, like the other, absolute beast mode performance. I'm talking like this is by far the strongest white floral scent I've ever encountered. And I have a vintage batch of Oud Drawn Intense, which is super strong. But this, because of that oud note, ooh, chale, maybe turn Ghanaian there for a second. This is pungent. This is pungent stuff, but it's gorgeous. Now, in terms of sex, as in masculine, feminine, what does it lean, etc., etc., I'll say this is very unisex fragrance. Now, most white florals would probably lean more towards the female side because obviously we associate flowers with women, etc., etc. However, this one, because of that medicinal and that woody nuance and the oud, I say this one leans very much unisex. It's not masculine and it's not feminine. It's split in the middle. But once again, just like Melt My Heart, this is a grown scent. This ain't your juvenile, oh, I want to smell like white florals. No, this is a grown up white floral scent. Yeah, I'm bossy. Like that kind of, this is wedding vibes kind of white floral scent, you know, not your easy everyday going light floral. Nah. This is big boy or big girl scent. So yeah, both fragrances absolutely gorgeous. And these are the only two from the house that I personally would recommend and like. Like I said, Silence the Sea, we don't even talk about that. Dead of Night or Dead by Night or something, absolutely foul. Smells like poo, smells like shit. No. The newest one, A Fire Within, is garbage. It smells like a campfire, like you just poured petrol over a campfire and there's bare flies flying around, but they're getting cooked up by the fire. They're getting too close to the fire and they're getting cooked up and dying. Yeah. Anyway, stay away. But these two, don't blind buy. Do not in your life blind buy. But definitely check them out. If the way I've described them is of any interest to you, then these two are definitely worth checking out. Anyway, that's my video on the house of StrangeLove NYC. And yeah, if any of you have tried them out, do let me know in the comments. Let me know what you think, how you feel. And yeah, signing out.